So this is episode 100, which that's a lot.
That is amazing, you guys. 100 episodes?
Yes.
That's a lot of
100
episodes.
100 episodes of fangirling, crying, and all sorts of fangirly things.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
100%.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a lot. I don't know what to say. That's a lot of episodes.
That's a lot of episodes. What is there a favorite moment that you guys ever recorded within these 100 episodes?
Ooh.
Oh.
Zoe, you go first.
Of course. I think like the whole episode with Vanessa Marshall would have to be a favorite because she was so nice and so cool, and that was a lot of fun. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Lizzie?
I think mine was Celebration, actually being with Zoe.
Yeah. Oh, yay! Yeah, that's right. And you guys running across, and was it that you guys were almost going to get hit by a car or something like that?
We ran across the street and hugged in the middle of the street, and there was cars, and our dads were not the most thrilled with that.
Yeah. Okay. So, finale.
That's right. The finale. I forget that happens. You know why? Because I kind of put it in the back of my mind. I'm just like, everyone's happy. That's all that's all I'm going to focus on right now. Because as everyone knows, my favorite character is Ezra. And one of the things that really stuck out at me was the fact that Ezra pretty much isn't there. And I'm just like, well then.
Yeah.
This is hurting my emotions. And so, I like to think that he's somewhere out there doing cool things. But I definitely want him to come back home. I need to give him hugs, and whatnot.
He's gone.
But not forever, Lizzie. This is the key. Not forever.
Right. But for a while.
For a while, yes.
Oh God. So are you okay?
Yes and no. Yes, in that it was a very good episode, and I loved it, and I think it was a great way to end Rebels. And no, in that it probably would have been less painful if Filoni just came to my house and set me on fire.
My gosh.
When we were at the finale screening, and we just finished the episode, I was like, okay, so Zoe will definitely cry, but be happy because it was a, kind of happy ending, right? Sort of.
Yeah. 95% of it, yeah.
Yeah. So, but then she'll cry because it was semi-happy.
So did you guys want to run through what went down in the episode, or did you guys first want to touch on those last 2 minutes?
Ooh,
because all of it was so good.
We can I don't know, just oh God, it's over.
It's over. I know, it's so sad.
When I rewatched it last night, we left our friend's house because we were watching it at a friend's house, and in my head I was like, oh, it's okay, my mind automatically thought, oh, it'll next week we'll see what happens next week, but no.
No.
But no. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. Zoe?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you wanna say?
I don't know. I don't have words. I have tears. Um.
Yeah. A good friend of mine, she told me this quote from Dr. Seuss because we all know Dr. Seuss is awesome. And the quote basically is don't cry because it's over, or something along the lines of don't cry because it's over. Be happy that it happened. So don't be sad, or something along those lines. I'm not good with memory. So
Me too.
the gist of it is, don't be sad about the fact that it's gone. Be happy that it actually happened, that it existed. So I
Yeah.
like to focus on that because, there's an alternate universe out there where we didn't get rebels and we're probably living miserable lives because of it. But we're living in this one and we got rebels and it was awesome, and they could have given us like a Rogue One ending, but they didn't, thankfully.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm glad that each one of the characters that we know and love got some sort of an ending, and most of it was a happy ending. And even though we don't get to see what comes next, at least not anytime soon, you get the idea that they live on to do many more things, and that's always good.
Yeah. I think that might make Zoe cry more, but
Oh no!
It did.
I was hoping it would do the opposite.
no.
Is there a favorite thing that went down in the episodes that you guys really enjoyed?
Ooh.
I liked all the jokes with Wolf and the Loth Wolves.
Oh yes, with the wolf pack.
I love
The
those.
wolf pack. You got your wolf pack back.
That was a good one. What about you, Lizzie?
I'm trying to think. I think just the part where the ending where Sabine is with Ahsoka.
Yeah,
Go and
epic.
find Blueberry.
Blueberry, yes.
It's like,
That came out so naturally. How about
I don't know if we're gonna get like comics or like maybe another show or like anything, but like Ahsoka and Sabine are my two favorite Star Wars characters of all time, and now they're gonna just team up and go kick butt, and that's like that's all I want.
That's
That's
awesome.
all I could have wanted.
I love that you have two characters that didn't really talk much when they were on screen together.
Ahsoka gave a head to Sabine, and that's just about it.
Yeah, pretty much, right? And so it's cool that you're now getting, or that hopefully we will get a lot more conversation between them, interactions between them. So guidance, because Ahsoka is definitely, I want to say she's close to what, 30 something, maybe near her 40s. I can't do math, but she's definitely.
By
Uh-huh.
after Endor, she's almost 40.
Oh, look at that. Yeah,
'Cause
so
she's a little older than Kanan.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, so she's definitely up there in terms of having experience, wisdom, and Sabine is still in her early 20s. So
She's 25.
yeah, there we go. So, see, she's got this. She's got the math down. So yeah, I'm excited to see what sort of interactions we get. I don't know if I want a comic book though. I love comics because comics helped me growing up. It helped me learn how to understand what I was reading because of all the nice pictures. But I would love a novel because you can get more emotions and get more of the story in the novel than what you can get in a comic.
Well, like
They're Mhm.
turning the Thrawn novel into a comic, right? So let's just get both. Let's just do that.
Yeah. Yes, both. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Let's do that. But who knows? Maybe they'll might make because we're in the future we're gonna get that Disney streaming channel, so we're gonna get a few Star Wars related shows there. So who knows? Maybe one of those shows turns out to be this.
The
And
Adventures of Ahsoka and Sabine.
yes, exactly. Oh.
Okay. I was gonna say something. Okay, so this is totally not on Sabine and Ahsoka, but when Palpatine is kind of luring Ezra to open the gateway to his parents, time space thing, uh, and his parents were, his mom had said, "Ezra, I made your favorite." I really, really wanted to know what his favorite was. I really wanted to, and I was like looking on the plates, and there was nothing on the plates. I'm like, okay, his favorite food is nothing. He has no favorite food. Never gonna be able to know what his favorite food is. I won't be able to make it.
You gotta ask
Oh.
Dave, and then you gotta make it for Axel.
I know, but Axel's so picky with food.
Aw. Trying to think of what else happened. I think one of my favorite parts was when they had to run into the cave, and this was from the Fool's Hope episode, so it's the episode that came before the finale. And so they ran into the cave, and then you have Ezra standing in the dark, and then Rook is standing right there at the entrance, and you're like, oh man, I know what's coming, I know what's coming because he saw it in the trailer. And then the light, the eyes of the wolves start to glow, and you're like, oh, this is so epic.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that part.
I also
Go ahead.
okay. I liked when Ezra just like went off on Thrawn about like the art and everything. I was so proud.
You know, yeah.
He did so good.
Yay.
You did well, Blueberry. You did well.
Precious blueberry.
Lizzie, I just opened this one pack of tissues, one of the ones you sent me when we got here, like when we started podcasting, and there are only 2 left already. Oh no.
I'm gonna have to send you more.
A little care package will be nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I really liked the wolf pack.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And how they were tearing apart all the stormtroopers. I thought it was really, really cool. Kind of scary, but really cool.
Yeah, it was frightening because I don't want to get bitten, but I do want to hug them.
Yeah.
It's a constant struggle.
Yeah, I know it's a constant struggle. Exactly.
I heard from my dad that the crew that made that scene, they replaced every like chomp on the stormtroopers to a squeaky toy.
Yes.
I wanted
That sounds amazing.
That's right. The crew got a special version of that scene, and it was, instead of hearing the crunch or whatever it was that you heard whenever they bit onto the stormtroopers, it was actually the squeaky sound of a toy.
They should have given us that one.
They should
I
have,
would love
right?
to see that.
But it's for employees' eyes only, I guess.
Oh, Zoe, you need to do that. You need to edit the video.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
That's my new mission in life.
Making squeaking noise sounds. Yes, that's perfect.
Yeah. That was all so good.
It was.
I think Axel should do a Mart.
Oh, that would be fun. A Mart costume. He was pretty cool in this episodes.
Yeah, it was kind of, I don't know. I thought it was really sad because in the ending, where they're listening to Ezra's, recording, and Mart's kind of in the middle.
Oh
He's
yeah.
trying to, like see and like be a part of the team.
He was so short he couldn't get through.
Yeah.
Me
I was
too.
like, well, that reminds me of small Ezra.
What were your guys' thoughts on the Purgle being the backup plan that Ezra had?
It's very Ezra.
Yeah.
It's so Ezra. I love it.
It was really cool.
At first, when like Mart was talking about the backup plan that Ezra came up with, I was like did not know, and then the Purgle showed up, and I was like, how did I not? know that Ezra was gonna do that. How did
At
I guess
first-
that?
At first, I thought, I don't know why, because I thought it was Ahsoka. I thought, I don't know, I think it was the whole, oh, it's an old, what was it? It was an old signal
Frequency. Yeah.
frequency. So I was like, Ahsoka? Like, that doesn't make sense, though. And,
Ahsoka just
and then,
flies through space.
yeah. And then I'm like, oh, that makes more sense. That makes a lot of sense, Ezra.
Yeah.
Well, I thought of the Fear Knock? No, not them. The big bat things in season 1 with
Big
the phantoms.
Oh, the Tibbity.
Oh,
Yeah, those.
should
I
have been
thought of
every
those
animal.
cause those were like a frequency thing, but I was like, I don't know how effective they would be against
No,
Thrawn,
yeah.
but
Especially since they were supposed to be like a mating call.
yeah.
Yeah.
In that episode, so it wouldn't be that effective. But yeah, I like that the Purgle played a part, especially in defeating Thrawn's forces, because it was completely unforeseen. It's not, again, like the first time, when he almost came close to catching them on Adelon. He didn't foresee any of this Bendu stuff, storm thing that was brewing above him. It completely caught him off his guard. So again, it happened, and it was this time Ezra's doing instead of Kanan's doing, and I love that they recognized when Hera and Sabine recognized that the Purgle were about to jump into hyperspace. They were, genuinely worried for Ezra, because there was just no way that he could survive that trip. And Ezra stayed behind, even though I wanted him to get off that ship as well. I was
He's
like,
fine.
Get out!
He's fine. Ahsoka and Sabine are gonna find him. It's all right.
Yes, they will find a much older Ezra.
Maybe he
How
has
old
a
would he
Kanan
be?
beard. He would be
23.
Yeah, he'd be
right?
23.
Look at that. Oh man, a 23-year-old Ezra.
Maybe he has
Woo.
a Kanan beard.
Oh, that would be so cool, like a little goatee.
My dad and I were talking, and we were saying that since he's with Thrawn, and Dave says that they both survive, like
Right.
they can't find them, so they're like in the unknown regions, kind of, and that's where Thrawn is from. So
Indeed.
how
does that work, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm curious. I actually have not read the Thrawn novel, but
I haven't either, but I've listened to bits and pieces of the audiobook.
Oh, that's cool.
I read it. I don't remember anything about unknown regions, but I also have very bad memory. So, I don't know. But I just remember he was from like a planet that like wasn't like too I don't know. It wasn't too populated, but I don't think it was like uncharted. I don't know. Don't listen to me though. What do I know?
I have Axel here.
Axel.
Oh, hey, Axel.
Axel, do you want to say how you feel about Rebels ending? Go ahead.
Oh,
Come on.
I feel horrible, but I'm also glad that there's like a new isn't there going to be like a new
Show?
show.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they're working on a show, but we don't know where it's taking place, who's in it. And I think this might be something that they're going to do, like maybe a few years. They're going to let this sort of marinate, or whatever word you can insert there to mean that, it's sort of like wine. You have to give it some time for it to age. So you're gonna let it age there for a bit, and then they'll bring it back in another 5 years or so. At least that's what I'm imagining.
I don't think wine was a good comparison because I'm the oldest and I'm 16, Jenna.
I know. I'm sorry. That was the only example that came to my head. Well, for anyone else who's listening, they might get it.
Yeah. I was gonna ask Axel another question. I forgot. Oh, he's eating right now. I'm sorry, Axel.
Is it Ezra's favorite?
Is it Ezra's favorite? What's Ezra's favorite, Axel?
Well,
Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Oh.
actually, I don't know because I have many favorites, and I can't choose.
Oh.
Maybe that's the secret. You know, his mom just said it was his favorite because everything's his favorite.
It's not fair.
Mm.
What is it, Axel? Tell us. Tell us the secret. You chew first. Chew first.
You first.
So, I remember yesterday, I was at we watched Star Wars Rebels at some president's house, and then okay, is that better? Yeah, and then when Ezra's mother was like, okay, I got your favorite, and the plates, they were empty, and then Sal, he was all like, oh, and Ezra's favorite is nothing because there was nothing on the plates.
You can call him Dad, Axel. What are you?
He's trying to be cool right now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. There we go. Ezra's favorite is everything and nothing.
It's a very Jedi thing to say.
It really is.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll buy that actually.
And I think another favorite part of mine was just seeing Callus dressed in black. And I know, I think is it Zoe who doesn't like Callus?
I don't not like him.
I don't not like him.
I
He's
just
so
don't.
cute.
I-
He's so hot.
I don't love him, and I don't get the fuss over him.
Axel agrees.
Whatever.
But I know a handful of people who were excited to see him all dressed in black. I'm just gonna say that was a thing.
So amazing. Like, they were talking to Governor Price, and they're like, "Oh, it's not. It's a crazy plan, a creative plan." I forgot what Ezra said. It wasn't crazy. I don't know. And
It was bold.
bold. There we go. Kind of the same thing when it comes to Rebels. And then Callus hands her like the comm, and that was just so amazing to see. I don't know why.
Yes.
It's okay, as Zoe. I was gonna call you Ezra. What the heck?
I'm Ezra.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I liked Sabine's hair at the end
Me too.
a lot. It was amazing. It's just a little bit shorter than my hair is now, which I very much appreciated.
What I loved most about it was that it was short, sort of like Ezra's, so it was more like a tribute to Ezra, but it still had its own characteristics that were, feminized to fit her features and whatnot, and her interests in that world of, customizing yourself.
Yeah.
She
I
Sabine-ized
love-
Ezra's hair.
Yeah. Yes, essentially.
I loved her armor. I'm making that armor.
It looked super cool.
So cool.
I
like
loved the deep
purple.
colors.
When my dad saw it, he was not very happy about it.
He's like, oh no, not another one.
We still don't even have season 3, but we got belts recently, so that's a step.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else happened.
I liked Hera's outfit at the end. We only saw a little bit of it, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I liked her lipstick color too.
Yeah.
Small baby, the space child.
Yeah, so what did you guys think of Jason Sindula?
I'm curious as to how her skin color went onto his hair.
Yeah,
I'm curious as to why he doesn't have Leku, because in Clone Wars we saw human Twi'lek children, and they had Leku. So I'm just
true.
like, what?
Yeah, I guess it depends. Sometimes, depending on, I mean, I'm not gonna go into genetics here, mainly because I'm not really familiar with the with genetics. But, sometimes a child, like if you have a mom who is, let's say white and a father who is black, and their child can either come out mixed, or they could come out predominantly like their mom, or they could come out predominantly like their dad. So in this situation, you have Kanan, who's a human, and Hera, who's a Twi'lek, and in Clone Wars, you had the kids come out more like the mother, whereas in here, the child came out more like the father.
The
So it's
Kanan's
it's one of
hair
those things.
was just too beautiful to not be passed down.
It was, right. Like I like that needed to be a thing that the kid needed to inherit, and I'm sad that did not happen, but he did get the eyes.
He'll
Got
he'll grow his hair out. He'll get
that.
beautiful long green Kanan hair.
Right. But in terms of the hair color, yeah, my friend had a great headcanon for that, which was that Sabine colored it green.
Uh,
And I'm gonna choose to believe in that.
yeah, that's cute. And his name is Jason Sandula, and I love the name. It's so good. Such a great name.
I would have named him Caleb if I was on that writing team,
Same.
but
I am
Jason's
yes.
not bad.
I agree. Although I do wish that it had been a girl instead of a boy.
Me too. Honestly, I gotta
Yeah.
agree. I did like in how Ketsu, her shoulder, had the Rebel Alliance logo, like from Forces of Destiny. My dad again was not thrilled about that, but I was, because I'm gonna make it.
I also love that uh Zeb took Callus to Lyrasan.
They're buddies.
They're buddies. They're best pals, and I really love that. I love that Callus now knows that what he did so long ago wasn't the end for Zeb's people, and that they're thriving, and that is a beautiful poetic thing to me. I'm
And
just
also,
like, oh, it's
it's
so
like
beautiful.
it's kind of like an explanation to Callus as to how they got away from him in Legends of Lasan.
Yeah,
Because
so
like
he
as
now
far as he
knows.
knew, they're just gone, and he doesn't know what's happening. So now he's
Yep.
like, oh, that's how you did it. That's where you went.
I like when Steve Bloom at the panel, he says that he finally got his man.
Yeah. That was so funny.
It's great. And then Dave looked so weird about it.
Yep. I'm trying to think of. I love how Taylor Gray. It was so funny how he just did not know how this was going to end, and so he was so confused by some of the things that happened. And I love that one of them was the fact that Kanan and Hera had a kid, and he's like, "How?" And Jay's like, "Well, that happens."
When a man and a woman love
Yeah.
each other.
I couldn't stop laughing. That was just so hilarious. But yeah, the Q&A was very enlightening, and I think you can find, if you haven't seen it, there's some videos rolling around on YouTube about it, but then there's also an EW article that has a more detailed breakdown of what was talked about.
Jonah, did you hear about the people that were recording like live during the Q&A?
They were? I had no
They
idea.
had so many spoilers that were up that people posted about the Q&A.
Oh, that's so wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's done and over with.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure because I was sitting behind these people, and I saw she had her camera out, and I thought, oh, okay, she's just regularly recording. I don't think I used that word right. Anyway,
No worries.
and then I thought it said live, and I'm like, okay, maybe not, hopefully. But it turned out they were, so it's a mess. But thankfully, it's all good now.
Yeah, yeah.
I want a haircut.
I want Ezra to be back home so I can make him brownies. I believe that is his favorite. In terms of some of the other things, more tragic things that happened, sadly, we lost Gregor. Gregor was a character that unfortunately passed away.
We lost
How
him
did
again.
Melch survive? How did Melch survive and Gregor
I
didn't?
have no idea, but I feel like Melch should have died as well.
Well, Gregor was just wearing like a tank top, which isn't the best to go into a battle with.
Oh, this is so true.
So that might have had something to do with
He was
it.
just wearing overalls.
Well, maybe they were very, very protective overalls.
Not fair. Like, Gregor, he was my favorite.
I feel like Gregor died twice, which maybe he'll come back again and be even crazier than before. We don't know.
Maybe.
He could.
I liked Zeb and Rook's foot war.
Oh yes. And I love that Zeb won out in the end.
He got bigger feet.
Yes.
Yes. Bigger feet always win.
I thought when Zeb said, like, I forget what exactly he said, because bad memory, but he said, like, don't wait for me. I was like, Zeb, don't do it. I can't. Don't do it, Zeb. I thought he was gonna die. I was scared, man. I love Zeb.
He's okay.
He's okay.
He's okay. It's all good.
Let's see. There's some other cool moments. What did you guys think of Rook this entire season?
Ooh, I really liked him.
He's mean.
That's
That's what I thought.
yes,
He's
that's
mean. He just won't leave him alone. He just keeps popping back up. Like he gets like
He's
thrown
like a
off. Yeah, that's what he is. He just keeps coming back. He just won't go away. Except he finally did go away. He looks like a deformed Dunmer from the Elder Scrolls. That's what he looks like. In Dark Brotherhood armor.
Leave him alone.
Why?
I don't know, like, trying to defend him, but it's really hard because he's a bad guy. Let's see.
He's mean.
I don't know. He's okay. He's a good bad guy. He's really strong, really smart. I guess smart. He just follows orders, but yeah.
I laughed when he died, and I don't do that often.
Oh.
I'm very glad. I guess I'm boring, because I'm just very, like, good guys all the time. So, I guess I'm boring, but whatever, I don't care. I'll be boring. It's fine.
I thought it was interesting, like, I guess, because I didn't read the Thrawn, the not canon Thrawn book. But Rook kills Thrawn, I think, in the other book.
Right.
So I was kind of waiting for that. But I don't know. I guess it wouldn't entirely make sense because in the book it somewhat made sense that I don't want to say anything about the book and then totally be wrong.
No, I know what you mean. Like there were, I'm assuming I haven't read it either, but I'm assuming there were things that led up to Rook betraying Thrawn and killing him. Like there
Right.
must have been some relationship thing happening there that just completely died.
From what I heard from my dad about the book was, if I can remember correctly, that Rook was his personal assassin, Thrawn's personal assassin, and Thrawn had told Rook to kill Leia, but when he went up to Leia, he kept smelling Vader on her, like, because that's his daughter, you know.
Right.
Spoiler.
I had no idea.
Wait, what? Oh my God, I did not know any of this.
Oh, I'm so sorry. um, and so he didn't kill her, and she explained how they're just using him, and they're just the reason why Rook is working for Thrawn is because, you know, the Empire took over their planet and is literally sucking out the life out of the planet. So when he found out about that, he went and killed Thrawn. So, I don't know.
He wasn't so much in Rebels. It didn't feel as much like he was Thrawn's personal assassin. Like I guess he was because he took orders from Thrawn, but he didn't seem to have like a personal thing with Thrawn as much as he just wanted to kill people for the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that he's gone. Although I do think part of me does think that he, Rook specifically, wasn't used all that well, and like he wasn't really all that successful often. It was sort of like the Inquisitors, where they kept losing and not being as helpful as they could be. But then, you know, there's only so much they can do.
Yeah.
In the story.
Well, I
feel like he kind of did more than, you know, Governor Price, kind of, sort of.
Governor Price is on quite a high horse, considering that she like never does anything right.
That's so true.
She's so full of herself, but I don't think she did like a single thing correctly besides capture Hera. Like that's it.
She didn't even really do that. That was kind of Rook.
Yeah, and then like the one thing that because she got
Kanan.
She hurt Kanan. He's fine. He's fine.
He rolled out of the fire.
Yeah, he just curled into a ball and rolled away. He's fine. But I feel like that's like, but even that, like, she wound up just doing more damage to the Empire than anything else.
I don't know why I thought of this now, but all that armor you don't see on Kanan totally protected him from the fire.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's
He just curled into a ball and just rolled away. And that was the inspiration for the BB units. Because Kanan just rolling down the streets of Lothal. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine.
I think Zoe's gonna continue to lie to herself for a while.
Yep. I was gonna say something, and it's not there anymore. So, I don't know what to do.
Trying to think.
Oh, when I first saw Sabine's new outfit thing, I just saw, because we only just caught like glimpses of it in different shots, and when I first saw her helmet and saw it was darker in color, I was like, is she gonna have like the Jag eyes on there for Kanan? She didn't. You know.
Huh.
That's what I thought at first, but she didn't. So.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't think about it.
It looks like it's probably not his bag, but it kind of looks like Kanan's bag.
Oh, that's so right. It does, yeah.
They just shop at the same store.
I kind of wish that Ezra's lightsaber was hanging off of the back of her belt. Like, it would have been a nice little, like, reminder that she still has it.
Yeah, I kind of wanted Hera to get Kanan's lightsaber, because Price had it.
Oh, you're so right.
I kind of wanted Hera to get it, and just be like, alright, this is mine now. I'm going to learn how to use it. and just take the Empire down single-handedly. It's
Oh,
mine.
it'd be so sad if it got destroyed when they lifted up the dome.
Probably
Oh.
did though.
Oh,
I
that's
don't want
so
her to get it.
sad. Oh, you made me even more sad, Zoe.
Oh,
Zoe.
no. I'm sorry. I think after Jedi Knight and Doom, me and Safi were talking, and we were just saying, oh, they're just gonna rewrite the original trilogy now, and instead it's just Hera taking Kanan's lightsaber and just single-handedly taking down the Empire. She mad.
I don't think a lot of people will be happy about that.
No.
But a lot of Hera fans might be.
I would be happy about it. It would be pretty cool. I'd watch that.
So what other moments, what moments actually did you guys want to see that didn't show up in these episodes other than the whole lightsaber thing?
Hera has not gotten a single hug from anyone besides Kanan and Cham. She didn't get to hug Sabine or Ezra or even Zeb. And that makes me mad.
Well, Zoe has opinions and she just stated them. So I hope whenever we see Hera again, she's hugging someone.
I want more hugs. I love hugs. All the hugs.
All the hugs. Exactly. What about you, Lizzie?
Are we talking like seriously?
It doesn't matter. Seriously, or just like something playfully. Is there something that you wanted to see happen in these episodes that, just wasn't there?
Well, okay, this sounds ridiculous, but I really wanted to see Ezra's favorite food.
Of course.
It comes back around to Ezra's favorite food.
I have
Does it
to.
everything?
I thought, actually, going into these episodes, what was holding me, because I was nervous. Ezra being my favorite character, I didn't know what they were going to do. So one of the things that I had theorized with my mom was that Ezra's parents had actually, they didn't die and that they were still alive. And the only proof that we had was the fact that Ryder was the only person to say anything about it. So, and the whole Force vision, you can attribute it to just being a regular vision instead of something that was involving his parents directly. So anyway, I thought that they were going to be alive and that they were going to show up in some rebel ship to help and aid. And I was just like, yes, this is what's going to happen. And unfortunately, that's not what happened. I mean, his parents were there; they just weren't in the way that I had imagined. And I liked the way that they were portrayed in these episodes. But I still kind of wish that they were still kind of alive. But I get why they had it there, because it was Ezra putting the lesson that Kanan had taught him into practice, which was to like.
I feel like doing that would have kind of like undid a lot of the emotional weight in some of the episodes of season 2 also. It's like, as much as I wanted Kanan to come back in A World Between Worlds, I knew that couldn't happen because it would just kind of undo the emotional weight of Kanan's death in Jedi Knight. As much as I really wouldn't have cared about that and would have wanted it to happen, I knew that it wouldn't really be fair.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen moving forward. I really like the Ahsoka dressed in white with that white cloak. It was very Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings. And we know that Dave loves Lord of the Rings, so any chance they get to add any Lord of the Rings references, he will add them. Like A Fool's Hope. A Fool's Hope is a quote that Gandalf says. So I just love it. I love Dave's imagination and how it's so tied to these other fantasy-driven stories.
Dave, this is also because Jonah, you've seen like Avatar and Legend of Korra.
The oh yeah, oh I love those shows.
Because I know Lizzie hasn't, but the Bendu he's always reminded me of a lion turtle, and then like in the season 3 finale when he like rises up and like all the stuff is going around him, I just thought of like Aang in the Avatar state in the end of Avatar.
Oh
When he had,
yeah,
like,
that's a good
it
point.
always reminded me of that.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned Avatar actually because my best friend, one of her theories going into this episode, because you know how Ezra was being held up in the air by those Praetorian guards, or like the early versions of a Praetorian guard. So they were he was being held up in the air, and you have this gold thing that's holding him, restraining him. And my friend, when she saw that snippet during the trailer, she was like, "Oh my gosh, what did they do in Avatar: The Last Airbender thing?" And they rip his force powers away. And I'm just like, "Oh my god, that would be so cool and so evil at the same time." I can totally see them doing it. But of course, that's not what happened. But,
They
but
reminded me of because you know that like Connect Star Wars dance game when they have the
yeah,
Emperor's guards in there, but they're not wearing the normal costume. They're wearing like stuff with their legs, I guess, so that they can dance. That's what they reminded me of. So like that scene, I was partially like crying because Ezra was being hurt, but partially like laughing because I was thinking of that stupid Connect dance game.
I would love to play that game. It looks hilarious.
I want a Star Wars Rebels edition to that game.
Oh yes,
I would.
imagine Kanan dancing.
It'd be so much fun.
Huh.
And of course, there was the Emperor. The Emperor was present, and he wanted Ezra to head into the portal. What do you think would have happened had Ezra went into that?
Not good things.
Not good things, exactly. This is true.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Lizzie, do
I think
you
he
know?
would have. I think he would have ended up like back at Coruscant, where the Emperor actually was, and yeah, like you said, not good for Ezra in that case.
Doggos.
Yep, those are my doggos. My Lothrat and my Loth wolf thing.
My doggos keep fighting, and they look like loth wolves when they're fighting, but not good loth wolves. It's,
And yeah, I feel like had there, yeah, there can't be more episodes because everyone went off in their separate ways.
I still feel like there's gonna be more episodes. Like, I don't think it's even really gonna set in that this was the end until, like, next fall. When there's no
Yeah.
Rebels yet.
Ah, what do you guys think is the next show going to be about?
A friend texted me today that Disney recently copyrighted Star Wars Resistance,
Yeah, that's
which
right.
would be a follow up to Rebels because Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars Resistance have the same like ring to them, I guess, and it would be, like following up. But also, Star Wars Resistance could be the name of anything.
Yeah, that's right. It could be the name of a mobile game, you know?
Yeah, I didn't even
So
think of a
yeah,
movie.
yeah, it'd be interesting to find out whether that comes to fruition at some point. Like it'd be fun though if that was an animated show because a lot of people want to see what happens in that 30-year gap between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens.
Yeah, and I feel like all the books we've gotten have been like on the either front end, I guess, of the gap or the back end, but like not much in the other 20 years.
Right.
hmm.
And
Maybe we'll
I'm
get a Shriv animated series.
oh gosh, no. I would also if they had to focus on anything else, I would I would rather that they focus on, of course, Ezra, jeez, Ahsoka, and Sabine, because I feel like that storyline has so many possibilities, and they can definitely go all the way because the unknown regions out it's just like a huge sandbox. You can just come up with anything. And so I look forward to that. Whatever it is that they're thinking about, I want it.
I also want, like, I want to know what happened with the Siege of Mandalore. Because, like, we keep getting, like, little references to it, so we know kind of what happened, but, like, I want to see it.
Same,
Let's
same.
see it.
I want to get like I know DC is really good at this. DC Comics tends to do a lot of animated movies that go straight to like Netflix or any streaming channel. And I would love to have Lucasfilm do things like that, where they don't have to create a TV series. They can create a little, either a mini series or just a 2-hour film about a specific event, and
Yeah.
then have that as part of the streaming channel.
I
And so, yeah, that'd be nice to have a Siege of Mandalore
I
movie.
read somewhere, like, years ago, that Filoni wanted a Siege of Mandalore animated movie, and he didn't want it to be a comic or a novel. He wanted it to be, like, a movie.
Yeah,
So,
that definitely has to be an animated movie. No way can that be a comic. There's just so much action that's going on.
yeah. Well, because, like, the Maul comics, because those are originally, like, a
We're
Clone
supposed to
Wars
be,
arc.
yeah.
And, like, I like them, but it's just, it's weird seeing, because, like, it feels like Clone Wars. Same with Dark Disciple. Like, it's really good, and it's, like, you feel like you're watching the Clone Wars, but you'd rather be watching the Clone Wars.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because it's written for TV, so it makes sense that it would be TV. Lizzie, do you have thoughts?
Huh? No, not really. There was just a weird thing that popped in my head. It's really dumb though. It's what if Earth is in the unknown regions? And
Oh, snap. Lizzie, you just blew my mind. Oh my
Ron is
gosh.
from Earth.
Ezra is headed towards Earth.
He's coming. He's
we are
coming to
gonna
have
find
brownies.
Ezra.
Exactly.
Right.
Gosh. Wow.
Sorry.
But that would be cool. I like the idea. And it's funny because there was a comic, I want to say it was either a Vader comic or something earlier on. And there was an Imperial looking down at a hologram of a planet. And actually when you zoom into that planet, you can see part of it looks like Europe. And you can see
Ooh.
Italy and part of Africa. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Earth is in Star Wars.
Well, yeah, like there's E.T. and he goes down to Earth and he's in the
Phantom, was it Phantom?
Yeah, it's
Or
Phantom Menace, I think.
Phantom Menace, yeah.
one of those movies, yeah.
Yeah, so Earth is in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Anything
be
can be in
weird to
Star
have-
Wars if you want it to be.
Yes. But not Ezra's favorite food. I'm really upset. I really wanted to know.
Maybe it's in Kanan's cookbook. You gotta look through the cookbook and see what Ezra would like.
There was some pancakes and it said put blueberries in there. I was like, ooh, blueberries.
That's Ezra's
Yeah.
favorite food. You found it.
Yes. It's just a blueberry. It's not even a meal, it's just blueberry.
Maybe Ezra's favorite is Hera's favorite.
Meluron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they bond
no,
over Melee Run.
not anymore. I'm sorry. Well, I don't. I don't want to keep you guys up late because it's only 7:40 here. I don't know.
It's
That's
fine.
right.
We probably have a snow day tomorrow. It's alright.
Oh, you know what? I do have a snow day. I got the email saying that my college is closed. my workplace is closed, and I'm excited because I get to sleep in.
Yay!
And oh man, I'm just thinking about it now. It's just beautiful.
Lizzy, you gotta come over here and experience snow.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
But it'll be too cold. I'm
Have
cold
you ever
at
have
60
you ever seen
degrees.
snow, Lizzie?
Like an inch of snow.
Okay,
I'll,
that's not enough.
we have a
You
whole
need to
bunch
be
of
tossing.
we have like a whole bunch of like extra coats. We'll just put all of them on you.
Yes.
What?
And just throw you out in the snow.
Like I can survive 110 degrees with still having a sweater on, and I'm fine with that. Like my body can take the heat, but it can't take the cold.
Gotta learn to adapt.
Feel for cold.
It's alright. You can have my coat because I've shoveled snow in a t-shirt before. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. This is not Star Wars, but how does Freddy, like, do your dogs freeze in the cold?
We have to dig a trench in the snow, and it goes through our deck and then down the stairs, and then there's a loop around a tree, and that's how they go to the bathroom. They hate the snow. Both my
Yellow
dogs.
snow. Yellow snow.
Yeah, yellow snow.
Yeah.
And one
I got
time,
nothing.
Freddy peed on the deck and it froze, and I slipped on it. It was horrible. It's technically Star Wars because there's snow in Star Wars. It's fine.
Sure, Zoe.
I'm trying to think of other things from Rebels. I have your note. At least they're alive in season 1, Lizzie.
Yeah.
That's
They
all we
are.
got. Yeah. What else? What else? Zeb? I don't think Zeb changed his outfit for
No, I don't either.
like 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, he took off some armor, but that's it.
He did. I think because like throughout the seasons, Rebels has been getting like more dangerous for the crew. So Sabine adapted to that by wearing more armor, where everyone else just started taking off their armor. Like, why? Kanan stopped wearing armor altogether. Hera took off her little shoulder thingies. Ezra didn't, I guess he technically wore more armor because of his boots. And then Zeb just went sleeveless. But, like why? It's getting more dangerous. You gotta wear more armor.
Because he wanted to show off his awesome arms.
I guess. Stripey arms.
Alrighty then. So, were there any other thoughts you guys wanted to share?
I don't have any.
I have feelings.
So many feelings.
Yeah.
Feelings.
What do you guys? Let's see. What are your hopes for like the next 100 episodes that you guys are gonna record?
I don't know. More awesome guests, because those are fun.
More awesome guests.
Yeah.
So who do you guys have in mind?
Oh, I don't know.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Daniel Logan, because I've met him a few times, he says he wants to do it, but he just became a father today, so he's probably going to be busy for a while.
Oh, yay. Congrats to Daniel.
Yeah.
He's Boba Dad.
I didn't really talk to Sam, but Jonah gave him my card.
Yes, that's right. So Lizzie had to go take a photo, so I took her cards and I gave them over to Sam, and I said, "Hey, Sam, you're awesome." And no, I didn't. I said, "Hey." No. I said, "Hey, Sam, here are some cards that the Perales family wanted me to hand over to you. And, Star Wars Geek Girl really want to talk to you." And he said that you guys should contact Tracy. So here's hoping that all goes down, and that way you guys get to talk to him.
I really want to make him yell Kenobi on our podcast.
Oh, that would be so cool.
That's
I
all. That's
remember
what I
when-
want. Even he just has to be on for like 30 seconds to do that. And then he can be done. That's all I want.
I probably couldn't talk. He's just so beautiful. I'm sorry.
I remember when I had the chance to interview him, I forget, my mom and him were talking about something, and then he said the Kenobi thing, but it wasn't Kenobi, it was actually Filoni. And it was just it was perfect. It was like, that's exactly what I wanted out of all of this, out of all of this. And now I gotta go back and listen to that episode because he was just so hilarious.
I think I listened to that episode because it came out a little bit before Celebration, but I saved
It
it for
did.
the plane to Orlando, so I listened to it then. It's very fun.
I wish it was longer, but unfortunately, we can't really have him for too long. So I was like, okay, bye. But yes, it was a lot of fun, and here's hoping I get to talk with others. I really want to interview more people as well.
What other
Yeah.
things do we want, Lizzie? I don't know. I want to try to not go through a pack of tissues an episode because that's what I did today.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
That's not environmentally friendly, so I'll work on that. Maybe I'll get a handkerchief, reusable and washable.
Yeah. Sad.
You know what I want to get our moms on the podcast because all of our family members have been on the show, except our moms.
Oh,
Mom's
that would be cool.
busy,
I know, my mom's busy too. Busy moms.
and now she's studying. She's a studying mom.
So real. I'm glad that you guys have hit the 100th episode, and I hope to see 100 more episodes from you girls, especially maybe, maybe even like a podcast stage or something at Celebration like you did last time. So I'm always happy to support.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yay! Alrighty, well, I have to get going because I am about to knock out. Because it's been a long, exhausting day. And after Rebels last night, I stood up till like 3 o'clock in the morning just reading people's responses and reactions. I was just so into it. And then I looked at the time and I thought, oh my God, I need to go to sleep because I got to wake up in 4 hours.
After Rebels last night, I texted Lizzie a lot and cried a lot and then went to bed.
Aww.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Jonah,
Yeah.
for everything. Yeah.
Thank you, girls, for having me. I'm always happy to talk Star Wars with you guys. So whenever you need someone, just let me know and I'll be there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes,
Bye,
thank
girls.
you.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with
Always. Always.
Bye.
you. Alright, so, she left. Oh no, so sad. So Johnamarie Macias left. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta sign off because it's almost
Yeah.
11. So, that was, Jonah on our 100th episode. That was, funness. My microphone stand thing, like I have a stand, and it, I try to set it up so it's pointing up so it gets the sound better, and then it slowly just drifts back down. Drives me crazy. Alright, sorry. It's annoying.
No?
So, that was Jonah on our 100th episode. That's a lot. It's a lot of episodes. When I first started the podcast, I didn't think I would even make it to 10. And then
Well,
Lizzie joined. I'm like, okay, I want to do this forever.
Yay. Me
Yay.
too. But I was terrified at you at first. It's okay.
I'm not a terrifying person.
Well,
I'm
I just
5'3"
thought,
and
I assume that every teenager is terrifying.
I'm
okay?
5'3" and I cry when I see small dogs. I'm really not that scary.
Wow.
So yeah, that was 100 episodes maybe for, not this year, but next year we'll get to do another episode in person together.
Yay.
Celebration in the hotel at the pool, well, with Safi and Axel. Splash around.
Splash, splash.
Splash. And then, yeah, then we play pool with Axel. And he gets extra turns because he's the youngest, according to him himself.
I still.
And yeah, and I don't do well. I miss Celebration. I miss you guys. I miss your whole family. You guys are awesome.
Too. I want to cook more vegan food because it's a challenge.
It's a challenge. You like a challenge?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I'm not sleepy.
Oh.
Sleep is.
Well, yeah. Maybe Ezra's favorite is vegan food, and it's a challenge for you.
Oh my god, no. No.
No.
He's forbidden
He's forbidden.
to be vegan.
Okay. Yeah. So that's 100. That's triple digits, man. We're in the triple digits now.
Wow.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
So yeah. I don't know.
Were you Zoe?
What?
Were you Zoe?
Where was I Zoe? I was Zoe. Yeah, I was Zoe.
I was